Hey YouTube, so I'm back in Middlesbrough today in a different car park. We're outside the Salvation Army. Last time I came here, I came after I'd been to town and they were closing and I couldn't get in. So I've decided to come here first before going into town, because otherwise I'd probably be getting out of town around about the same time, maybe, and missing it again. So yeah, we're going to have a look inside. And the last time I actually got in here, I bought a Blu-ray player, but I haven't had any media of any kind out of here for I think it was only the one time, the very first time I came here. So yeah, we'll see if we can find anything and then head off into town. I've had a little bit of success, not an awful lot, but I found a couple of things. There wasn't much on the shelf in the way of electronics. There was a pile of DVD players, but no VCRs, no Blu-ray players, nothing particularly special, to be fair. The same usual computer monitors, but not interested in any of that stuff. But as I went over to the DVD shelf, found one Blu-ray, Wolverine. Yeah, not worth buying even at 20p, but this struck my eye. It was right on the top shelf. It's Only Fools and Horses, the complete series 7 in a tin, £3, but I knew immediately what this was. I don't know if it gives any clues away there. But as you can see, it's a VHS. Now, when I saw it, I can get this back off. It's a bit tight on here. It was sat up on the shelf like that, without the lid. Now the top shelf is above my eye line, so I was looking at it from sort of down here, but I could see there was no lid. I thought, that's a shame. And I'm looking all over this thing for a price, and there's no price on it, which made me wonder, is the lid maybe still up on the shelf? Someone's taken it off and never put it back on. Possibly where the price was. So I put my hand up and felt around and yeah, found the lid. So I was very happy. Took me a little bit to get it back on. I couldn't do it initially. There we go. But this thing is in, I don't want to say it's in immaculate condition, but I can't find any major scratches. There's a little bit of wear down on the bottom there, and I can't find any dents on it. And I couldn't even get one. If I was to find one of these on eBay, it would cost me more than that just to have it shipped, have it posted. So yeah, I was really chuffed about that. So £3 was I mean, yeah, sure, it would have been nice if it was cheaper, but I didn't mind paying £3 for that. And it's just a double cassette, as you saw. I had to lid off, double cassette inside. And right on the bottom shelf there was a whole stack, well, not a stack, but because they weren't stacked up, but there was a whole shelf of videotapes, mostly stuff, you know, common movies from sort of the 90s. Nothing interesting there. There was a few music ones, but again, things that weren't interesting. Barry Manilow and Des O'Connor, but I spotted this for 50p. Wham! The video collection. I have spoken about this before because I've got a video 8 of this. In amongst the singles on there is Careless Whisper, which technically wasn't released by Wham! It was George Michael's solo, but for whatever reason it's on this set. But I didn't notice until I opened it. It's a Betamax. I never see Betamax tapes out in the wild. For years I've never seen a Betamax tape out in the wild. So I was very chuffed to grab this. 50p. Really happy. And then the CDs and DVDs, It was a sign up saying 5 for £1, and there was one again caught my eye very quickly. But as I'm looking through, I'm thinking there was a lot, but there was nothing particularly special that I wanted. But this I really did want. Initially, I thought this was some kind of bootleg. I didn't have a clue what it was. And I opened it up, I look inside, there's 2 discs which differ slightly to make me think that, again, there might be bootlegs. But then as I look closer, one's a DVD and one's a CD, so that probably is the reason why they look a little bit different. But it says there, Ford Films presents a Fusion production. Now, Ford did release a car here in the UK in the early to mid 2000s called the Fusion. But there's nothing much on here that suggests this is something about cars. But there's no year that I could see. But it's only 16 minutes long, so I'm thinking it's some kind of Ford promotional. When you open it up, if I can do that without dropping it, there is a picture, upside down. Now that looks very much like a Ford Fusion, and it says something blurry there that also looks like Fusion. But then other than that, there's not much else on here. And there is a book actually there which I haven't opened and had a look at. If you look at the ring in the middle of the disc there, or close to the centre of the disc, and the one on there, they're different, which made me think these have probably been done on either different types of disc or in a different, somewhere different. But like I say, one's DVD, one's compact disc. I'm not sure why there's a compact disc in here, but I didn't look at this booklet. So is there anything in here again? Yeah, so that's pretty definitive. Picture of the Fusion there. Looks like this is just, oh, there we go. Yeah, so this must be Ford promotional, yeah. Tall Tough, the new Ford Fusion. So this is probably from the early 2000s, I guess. So I'm assuming this was never available to buy anywhere. But was it something that you could just picked up in the dealership? Probably not. So maybe it was something you had to get through the mail. But again, I don't honestly know. I don't even know if this is for the UK market or the US market or Europe or somewhere else. But if anybody's got any insight into this, I'd be definitely intrigued to know. And did they do one of these for any other vehicles? I mean, obviously it might not be obvious, but I drive a Ford, or a couple to be fair. Yeah, I wonder if they did something like this for other Ford vehicles of this era. But yeah, something a little bit different there. Then I came across this. I'm not sure if this is a Van Damme movie I've ever seen or not, or whether it's been released with a different name in the UK. This is a Scandinavian copy with all the different languages on the back there. Lionheart, Too Tough to Die. But that picture in itself, the only vibe I get from that is maybe AWOL, but I'm not sure if this is AWOL but under a different title. Who knows? But yeah, again, these were 5 for £1, so 20p. And then the only other DVD I got, The Big Sleep, which is a snapper case, which is in pretty good condition. There's a sticker on the side there which I'm dreading having to take off, and although it might not come up on camera, there's a slight indentation on the back cover, as if someone's taken the nail and indented it along, or maybe something else has done it. But like I say, I don't think it'll show up on camera, because it's not very prominent. But anyway, 3 DVDs, and then I got a couple of CDs just to make up the numbers to get the 5 for £1. So yeah, we're gonna head into town now. I'm gonna park up in my usual spot, hopefully, or close to it, up there, and yeah, see what we can find in town. I've got to go into HMV today because I need to get a birthday present for somebody whose birthday was yesterday. Oops. But anyway, yeah, so probably be back at the car with any updates of if I find anything in the charity shops and wherever else I look. So yeah, I'll catch you soon. So we're in Middlesbrough, right up in the multi-storey car park, where I like to park. I like to park up here because this back row where I am now, they're extra wide spaces. I don't know why more people don't come up here, because I mean, they used to, but the little entrance there, it's hard to tell because of the shadows. It's the stairway and lifts down into what used to be TJ Hughes, but they closed down, so you can't get in there anymore. So you've actually got to walk to the main stairs to get to the ground floor. And I think people just can't be bothered to walk from around here. But I think it's better because, like I say, these spaces are extra wide. I did take a picture as I came back to the car just to try and illustrate those parking spaces, because the ones in there are so narrow that yeah, your vehicle's going to get scratched up. And I'd like to avoid that as much as possible, as even though this isn't the newest of cars. It's in fact, it's quite old, but it still doesn't matter. You don't want to get it scratched up. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. I got a few things in town. Got one thing from CEX and a bunch of stuff from the charity shops, and I even bought some audiobooks, CDs to sell on eBay. I saw them, didn't have a clue what they were. I knew what they were. I knew they were audio CDs, but it's audiobook CDs. But beyond that, I'd never heard of the titles of the authors. So I had a quick look on eBay and see what they've been selling for, and thought, yeah, these are definitely worth getting. But anyway, from CEX, I got a snapper case. I don't generally buy snappers at this kind of price, but it's the last one I need for a set. So I got the Deadpool from the Clint Eastwood collection. Like I say, it's a snapper case. I have the other 4 Clint Eastwood movies in this set. I just didn't have this one, and it's in not immaculate condition, but pretty decent condition. So yeah, for £1.50, and it was with a voucher anyway. I had a few pounds. I've got 5s left, so not an awful lot, but yeah, it was with a voucher, so I thought that was fine. Then in British Heart Foundation, I had a bunch of titles from their 3 for £1. So I got a brand new sealed copy of Inglourious Bastards. Take That, Progress Live on Blu-ray. Open Season, again on Blu-ray. And Series 2 of Sherlock. And then to make up the numbers, I got this 2-disc special edition of Independence Day. I have in this collection, it's a DVD, I have iRobot, Master and Commander, and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but I didn't have this one, I don't think. And I think there are a few others as well. I remember these coming out years and years and years ago, and I'm pretty sure there was more than just those 4. So yeah, there's still more of these to look out for. And then finally, another sealed, but this time a DVD, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, Volume 2. I have Volume 1. I don't know how many more there are, but I'm pretty sure there's quite a few. So yeah, it's another one to add to that collection. And then finally, these last two came from Age UK. Now, Age UK in Stockton they used to do 4 for 99p, but they've actually put everything down now to 19 pence as far as DVDs and CDs are concerned. Blu-rays are still more expensive in there than box sets, whereas they used to be part of the 4 for 99p. Now, I remember seeing this advertised on the telly, but I've never seen it. Now, this is is it Human 2.0, or is it just Human and that's series 2? I'm guessing it's probably that's the name of the show, as opposed to Humans, sorry, as opposed to that being the second series. But if anyone knows for certain, I don't even know how many series this they made. I just remember the advert on the telly, and I certainly remember the girl there on the right and the guy on the left being in the advert. But other than that, I don't know that much about it. Sci-fi, I seem to recall. And then a Blu-ray I got that I didn't have, Side Effects, has a pretty decent cast, so I grabbed that again for 99p. So that was it. Not an awful lot, but yeah, a few more bits to add to the collection. So from a very sunny car park, once again I'll say thank you very much, and before the end of the month I've got a few, maybe 4 or 5 Blu-rays that I've not shown, that I've bought this month, either on eBay or from Amazon. So I'll probably do a quick video just showing those. I'm just trying to think. I feel like, oh, there's definitely one more coming in no, there's 3. There's 2. There's definitely 2, but possibly 3 items I've bought off eBay in the last few days that are on their way, so they'll be in the video as well. But anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.